Roads? It's the Ernest Hancock Show. Where we're going, there aren't any roads.
Yeah, what's that goal here on Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock? You know, how about, truth, justice is what used to be the American way, where the heck that was? Well, the rest of the world doesn't know. I mean, we're trying to find out. We get somebody who's going to help us find out here. We got Bumper Hornberger, Jacob Hornberger from the Future Freedom Foundation is going to come on, and we're going to talk about his article, Madison Was Right About Korea. And it's just this entangling alliance thing. And let me tell you why this is so timely. 2001 was our first Freedom Summit. Oh, yeah, freedomsummit.com. Make sure you go check it out. You know, this Friday we decide what we're going to do. It's going to be the foreclosure gate thing. We're just going to take 15, 20 minutes and just explain, look, this is what happens. Real simple. The big giant chunk of money in the pension funds, and they say, ooh, how do we make that money our money? Well, this is how we did it. And now what? You know, I mean, just it's going to get much worse. I can't overstate how bad it's going to be. I mean, this is, of all past, the greatest depressions of the past, you know, well, this is greater than the greatest. We're going to be great, and our grandkids are going to be talking about, ooh, I remember in the day, got kids. Well, this is what we're going to be talking about the Friday. It's a meet and greet kind of thing. $20, get you margaritas and appetizers. Oh, who loves you? You know, so, and you get the program. Well, it's a lot of the speakers come in Friday night and they're just kind of, you know, give something to do. And everybody go, it used to be dinners that we would do just to meet with the speakers and everything. And then everybody and their grandma wanted to go and could find, screw it. We'll just go ahead and test all the sound equipment and everything Friday night and we'll have a really big show. So that's being promoted and we're going to get this mortgage thing understood. Well, it's more than that. That's just kind of a segue into what is going to happen after the implosion of all this stuff. Because when the new Congress and Senate comes in, what's going to be different? You know, Dr. Paul's making a really good case for quit extending the debt ceiling. What's the word I'm looking for? Duh. So, yeah, whatever. But we're going to try and, you know, get a beat on everything. And one of the people that can help us with that is Bumper Hornberger. Now, the reason is we had him as one of the speakers in our first summit. Our first summit in 2001, 3 weeks after 9/11. That Sunday, they started bombing Afghanistan. I remember Butler Schaefer came in. He's one of the speakers, and he is again this year, too. Butler Schaefer, he writes a lot on Lew Rockwell. He's a professor at Southwestern University in L.A., and he's, you know, the constitutional law professor. And he came, he's all about, you know, anarchy in the USA. Well, he was saying, he walked into the room, the summit had just started, 9 o'clock in the morning. He goes, well, just want everybody to know, we started bombing Afghanistan. And everybody sat around and we're just like, we knew where this was going. Bumper was the keynote speaker the night before, and he warned of this. And he was saying, you know, I remember if you read the article, Madison was right about Korea. Now, you find it up on Freedom's Phoenix, and I'm sure if you just put in Madison was right about Korea. A standing military force with an overgrown executive will not long be safe companions to liberty. The means of defense against foreign danger have been always the instruments of tyranny at home. Among the Romans, it was a standing maxim to excite a war whenever a revolt was apprehended. Throughout all Europe, the armies kept up under the pretext of defending have enslaved the people. Yeah, I'm not really good with their grammar. But the point is that, you know, of course you're going to have the standing army thing. And if you got a standing army, well, what are you going to do with it? We're going to play army. Well, that's the point that he was making then, and he knew where this was descending. Well, I read the article, Madison was right about Korea, and it reminded me of his speech at the summit in 2001. If you have been an attendee to the summits, you have been able to do, because what is it? It's an annual update of our current status of freedom. It's not an optimistic or a pessimistic view. It's just where are we at? Because ourselves and a lot of our friends, they don't have time. They're not, publishers of Freedom's Phoenix website or anything. I mean, they got a life. You got children. We got things to do. So what do? We bring the best minds of the modern freedom movement together, and we say, look, here is our annual update. A lot of the issues are going. I'm just sent out to all the speakers. Give me all your topics. I'll be entering those into all the places on freedomsummit.com, and on Freedom's Phoenix. We'll put a post up there of all the titles of all the speeches and the summaries of them. Now you go to freedomsummit.com and you go ahead and you can see all the speakers. And you look at their bios, kind of get an idea what their expertise is. But this is where we're going to find out what's what. I'm going to go ahead and put that up. They've started sending me all the titles because we wait, because the news changes. I mean, the news changes like daily. I mean, if we'd done it even last week before Thanksgiving, if we put up the titles, what would we have missed? North and South Korea, China, Iran, WikiLeaks, TSA. I mean, that's just 1 week. Plus, and the stock market's taking a dump. I mean, I hadn't even looked at it. Where are we at now? Let's go ahead and take a look at the stock market. Yeah, I'll let you guys look here on the video where I'm going with this, and we'll just go ahead and take a look at, what we got going on. Well, I'm going to go ahead and, pull up a little bit. We'll see where we're at on the stock market. Does it matter? I mean, with inflation, can you even, use that as some kind of a bellwether for what's going on? Probably the best thing is you're looking at precious metals. Well, in the euro, this morning, gold already hit all-time highs. With the exchange rates, and then, different currencies have different records. But let's go ahead and take a look. What we got here? Gold chart, and yeah, boy, with the 1390, and now it's down to 1382. It shot up from 1365. Silver opened today at $27, and it's at 27. What is that? 96 now. So no, what does that say? Yeah, that's what it says. 27.98. So I'm going, okay. So we're having bad news. What are we going to do with it? We need to understand what this means months into the future. We have, like today, we talked about it yesterday, and I want to, here, let me show you this. This is good. Put it up on the screen here. What I'm showing here is it's not even really a citation. We come to visit you, we're going to get our money from you from the city of Phoenix. Let me tell you what happened. Yesterday, I find out later after the show, all this tapestry, because today I had to go to traffic court. Okay, so just in the period of less than 24 hours, all this kind of happens. You can feel this. This is going to be happening in your community, in your state too, because they don't have a choice. This is what's going on. Donna, my wife, is at home, and she all of a sudden, it's a knock on the door. Dog barks, goes out there. There's a man standing there with a clipboard and uniform. So I'm from the city of Phoenix. We're here to inspect your green pool. We haven't had a pool up for weeks. We have, an above ground pool that we put up there for the summer. We cool off, we swim, we put it over our garden because at 115 degrees, you're not planting a whole bunch of stuff here in Arizona, I can tell you that. This is in the shade. So we take and put, we have water storage. I mean, water is like an important thing here. So we go, okay, we got the water here. We jump in the pool when it's hot. It's no big deal. And it's got a little pump. We got, it's chlorinated. We take care of it. When it's time it starts getting too cold, what happens is Donna starts to drain it. It has a drain at the bottom. It's an above-ground pool, a little 12-foot by 4-foot deep. So it holds, thousands of gallons. I mean, it's enough. It's better than not. So what happens is she puts the hose to it, and she just runs it to the front yard and starts watering the lawn. And she'll water the back lawn, and she'll just let it kind of drain down. It gets down to about a foot or so. She stops putting chlorine in it, whatever, and get a green tint to it or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But what happened was, then she just, lets it go dry, takes it down, cleans it, takes it down, puts it up, done. Weeks after that, we get a visit from the Phoenix well, not really police, and they say, hey, we got to go in your yard and check your green pool, give you a citation. She goes, no, you're not. So we'll look over your fence. Okay, go ahead. And then they came by the shop. When we come back, I'll tell you what they did. They came by the shop here, the workshop, and then traffic court today. We'll be right back here on Declare Your Independence in just a little bit.